All right, time for your scientific word, or this time, words of the day. Hi, I'm Principal Science, and I have your science words of the day. The words are carnivores, herbivores, and omnivores. Carnivores are animals that eat meat. Herbivores are animals that only eat plants. Omnivores, I guess I'm an omnivore, are animals that eat meat and plants, because I eat meat and vegetables, so I'm an omnivore. So our scientific words of the day: carnivores, herbivores, omnivores. All right.
Hi, I'm Dr. Freytag with Freytag Orthodontics, and today I want to review with you flossing.
So flossing is so important because food also gets caught in between your teeth. So not only is there food all around your teeth, but they also get stuck in between. We want to get all those sugar bugs out from in between the teeth. So you have to take a pretty long piece of floss, okay? And then you push it through, and it's really important to do a C shape around the tooth each direction, okay? Because then you're really massaging the gums, because you don't want the gums to get all red and swollen. So I'll do it in one more little spot. You push it through, you make it a C shape one way and a C shape the other way, and then you pull it out and you're all done.
So last time we talked about triangles, and oddly enough, sort of made the shape of a triangle. And this is actually called an inclined plane. What is an inclined plane? Something that helps us do work. You've probably seen them around. Going up a ramp, right? It's a lot easier to go up a ramp than upstairs with a huge load of things, right? The same goes with a car that's going down a ramp, right? The parents that are driving don't have to push down on the gas because, well, the ramp itself is doing the work. So it's really cool. I hope that you go and you find some inclined planes, or maybe, like I'm trying to do, figure out which of these slopes is going to help this car make it through.
Welcome back, friends. I am your mathemagician, and I am going to teach you a new trick today. Today, we're going to talk about multiplying 11s. Now, you might think it's hard because it's a two-digit number, but really it's not that bad. The first one I'm going to show you is when we use a digit like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, such as 11 times 2. Here's the great thing about 11. All you do is take the digit that you're multiplying by and double it. 11 times 2, 22. Say I have 11 times 9. No problem, 99. Now, here's where it can get a little tricky. What if I have two digit by two digit? Say I have 11 times 42. That's a big number, isn't it? But not if you know my trick. You're going to take 42 and you're going to split it. You're going to put the 4 over here and the 2 over here. And then this middle number, you're going to add them together. So 4 plus 2 equals 6. So my answer, 462. I didn't even need to use a calculator for that one. Let's try another one. What about 11 times, let's see, 63. Okay, so we have our 6, and then we have a blank, and then we have a 3. Well, what's 6 plus 3? 6 plus 3 is 9. So my answer is 693. All right, so sometimes it can get a little trickier, and we have to add one more step. What if I have 11 times 47? Okay, I'm going to split my number up like I said, 4 and then 7. And when I'm going to add those two numbers, 4 plus 7. Oh no, I get 11. And I can't put two digits in that spot. What would I do? Well, it's just like when you're adding. This one, guess what? We're going to bring it over to our friend and add him. So So now I have 5, and then I had a 1 and a 7. 517. Let's do one more of those because I know those are tricky. Let's see. 11 times 88. Ooh, I like that number. Okay, split my number, 8 and 8. Inside, I have to add them together, remember, 8 plus 8, and I get 16. This guy, my 1, he's going to stay right here in that spot. And this little fellow, he's going to go right next door and be added to the 8, so you get a 9. Don't forget this one. So 11 times 88, 968. That is a good trick for you to try at home and try to stump your mom and dad. We'll see you next week.
Hello, this is Mrs. Cordell, and I am here with our science history here at IA. This week I'll be talking about a gentleman who was born in the late 1890s. His name is Percy Spencer. And when he was a boy, he loved science, and he was inspired by the people on the Titanic. The radio operators in the Titanic kind of inspired him to get into electronics. So he went to work for, it's called the American Appliance Company. And they were working with refrigeration and later electronics. Well, one day he went to work with a candy bar in his pocket. And while they were doing experiments and running things in the lab, he went to go have his candy bar later, and he put his hand in his pocket, and it was all melted. And it wasn't a hot day or anything. He tried to figure out why was his candy bar melted. Well, it turns out some of the things he was doing in his lab happened to do with a certain kind of wave that we use in our houses every single day. He was the founder of the microwave. And the company that he worked for is later known as a company that I bet a lot of your parents work for, or you know somebody who works for. The company that Percy Spencer worked for is called Raytheon. So this is your Science and History at IA this week. See you all next week.
Well, hello, it's me, Mrs. Steen, the Queen of Reading. I was just reading this book on Reese's Pieces, and it got me thinking. The other day, I couldn't remember how to spell the word pieces. And so I remembered the little rhyme, I before E except after C. And I remember that it can help you spell words like pieces. The I comes before the E because C is over here. Or like in the word friend, the I comes before the E. Or over here, this is the word receive. Now this is where they say I before E except after C. Well, here's the letter C, so we have to flip-flop the I and the E. Now, of course, this isn't the rule on every single word because the English language can be very complicated. But if you ever find yourself in a tough spot and can't remember how to spell a word, think of that little rhyme. I before E except after C, and see if that can help you.
There you have it. I hope you enjoyed another episode of Prince iPal Science and Friends. Ta-ta for now.